Yo, what's going on, everybody? Just quickly before this video begins, I just want to thank you all for 500 subscribers and the recent support on the last Road to Pro video. This will be Road to Pro episode 2. Today we VOD reviewed with pro player Ceices, a very experienced player with over $1 million in earnings, and we kind of just go over my cash cow. Ceices will also be uploading his own version to this video, so if you want to go see his POV, check out his channel, CeiceEXTRA. Ceices does give some amazing tips, so make sure you watch the video all the way through. And with that being said, enjoy the video.
Jumped out of the bus right away. Okay, I'm gonna point out literally everything that he's doing right, everything he's doing wrong. Okay, but right off the bat, him jumping out of the bus is great. Like, you're seeing how he has this angle right here. He is looking down and then he corrects it, which is like huge, right? Good stuff from Monet here. So he's looking down, but then he corrects right before he jumps out, and that's the angle you want to be looking out of. Of course, the POI is very far. You can see it's the blue marker. One thing that I like to do is obviously mark the drop, and he's marking the POI here, which either way, it doesn't matter. Great start to him jumping out of the bus. Like, that's number one. So far to this point, he's been perfect. He jumped at the right angle. He's gliding at the right speed, right? Because he's looking up. Of course, I can go in depth on dropping, and then right here, he clips it. He goes a little bit too high, and you can see his camera comes back and his character slows down. So in his head, Onay needs to be thinking, oh no, I'm slow. Like, there's a player now that could be advancing in front of me. Like, imagine I'm in the game and we're both going to the same spot. I'm beating him like already. Anyways, regardless, he's going to be late on his drop here. So it gives him the chance to like scout around. And so he does, and he should.
These
So
kids just don't have the drop like me.
the boy is gassing himself up. Okay. And then, yeah, dropping in here. Okay, just like when he's gliding in, like we don't know if he's looking at it, but we would assume that he's looking at the other floor spawns. So that little green item, that could be a pistol. What is it? Like, know what it is, right? You can kind of see it now. It's an SMG, but you want to know. And then, like, he can hear if someone lands on that SMG, so he knows that guy's has that. This guy obviously has nothing, so it's a free kill for him. And he's just kind of chasing, fighting him around. At this point, you definitely want to give it up, because, yeah, so you do. That's good. Get your barrels. But I do like that you're going up there. That's a good habit. Like, when you're fighting, of course, height is everything. So, like, he's taking the natural height. Yeah, that's a free pickup. Good stuff. So right away, farming up. I do like that you are farming back here. But, I mean, so far, Onay's loadout, right? It's pretty solid. AR, pump. It's not great, but he gets his cash. He's max metal. Definitely, like, it works. He's okay. Like, he can play these games out like this. This game might not be a 25-minute game where he wins the game based off of what we're looking at now. It could be a 23-minute game. So take it as what it is and be like, okay, I might need that refresh later on, and 2, this means I can play all 3 games out. Yeah, objective wise, like, you're playing pretty well. I mean, if you guys know the map a little bit, right? He kind of just went straight to zone, like nothing crazy right there. He just uses mobility. It's a 60-player game, and he's kind of just playing kind of defensively. Like, looks like he's trying to get center zone for his cash, which is exactly what he should do in the play. Now he's getting fought. Little laggy here. But here, okay, try to hold the wall here, because that would give you that extra layer instead of, you just kind of wasted that box like entirely. And then, again, like, hold your wall here, like, make your safe space, right? Like, I know you're scared, 30 HP, like, you have a metal wall here, which is gonna, obviously it's gonna take a little longer for him to break. Put a floor below you, flip this stair, okay, kind of like what you do, kind of, sorta. But, like, you're here, okay, he has to spray in your box, you box yourself, so just relax, go back to your basics, reset, right? And now you're seeing the mat usage and the waste. And now you're seeing the uneven amount of box space that he's creating. It's not there. Here's like a comfortable space, right? And obviously you see how smooth that was for him. But great, like, nice, well done. I mean, that guy is a psycho, I won't lie. But here is your potential chance at your game-winning loot, right? I'll put that in like quotations. You have your drum, you have your thing, like, you're chilling. Looks like you're getting keyed again. Okay, so now snail, right? Instant thought, snail before you heal. and you have the brick available to make it like a hard box, right? So you would obviously want to switch to brick before you did it because you only have 2 metal builds. So if you just built that, then obviously it would auto go to wood. So it's those like little details that will change a lot. But your goal again is to get this guy to just leave you alone. Like I can tell you don't want to fight this. Obviously you disengaged. He does leave you alone, or kinda looks like it. Never mind. Now your wall's weak. You're ready for him to try to make a play. He goes for it. Quick opportunity to box. Aim is on point. Love to see it. You're getting bailed out by your aim, which is awesome. And now you're gonna go for your cash. Looks like got some refarm. This is ideal, right? Like he's center zone. He's in a base. He got the refarm safely. He didn't really get hit. He's chilling. He's waiting for zone. We will talk about this though.
Like have nothing.
He does go insta, which is good.
Have no shield to fight. Like
Or fairly
I can't
insta.
fight there.
Yeah, I think there's probably a best case scenario where you go a little faster than that because obviously we saw there was a little delay, which is like looking at it. But being ready, which I talked about this in my last video or maybe the one before that, where like the guy was talking in a Discord call with 10 people. Like I encourage it. It's okay. Have fun on the game, right? That's like solos can be very frustrating if you're just like taking it dead serious. But mute up 10 seconds before the zone shows so you can be like instantly ready. You're good to go. You got a couple medallion people on you. I know I talked about this in a previous video. Like not saying that this is 100% a proven fact, but you could assume a lot of times, right? Like if you got zone and these medallion players got zone and the medallion players likely probably got the forecast towers and all these other things, right? Like they probably have zone reveal, probably have forecast. Add that to your like your game plan for the game. Like, okay, all right, so I got zone. These other 2 medallions, that are on me also got zone. All right, let's see what happens next zone. Keep theorizing. He's just sitting in a box. We're gonna skip it. Okay, so now we'll go back to the theory of these guys might have forecast. You could safely assume these 2 guys do not have forecast. Like no shot, nothing. But if you open the map and you see this other guy has forecast and he's in zone, then you could probably assume, okay, you start there. That guy might have forecast. And that might be a chance of you getting a really good position in the future zones. Here, there's a guy in there. I think, or yeah, there's a guy in there. I would have stopped just for a little bit. You don't want to be getting pumped in the back. Kind of psycho to send it. And there's a guy in here. You need to stop. Okay, triple way your cone. I know I mentioned this in the last video. I know also my terminology for things is very not like, it's not great. I don't know why. I just call it those things, and now you guys are going to do it as well. We're going to build these habits up. But end of the day, you're dead side rotating. This is great. Like, I would say you've used 240 wood. You see this tree to your left. You see you have good time on zone. You see the zone expands to your right. Switch your brain. Where can I get wood? Or where can I get brick? Let me use brick for my next base. Like this tree right here is looking tasty. It's looking nice. Like right now, it's looking. Hey, I'm saying, no one's getting that tree. It's looking good to me. So of course you switch to brick, but it's only to base safely, which is the play here. Just as a side note. Like when you're building a base like this, because it's like funky with this wall here, you're not sure if you can build a wall there. So you did the right play. This is smart. I would go down and put walls below you because some crazy psycho controller player in this game who needs it could just spray into your box. Oh, you get chopped. All right, there's case in point. Connect better. Like build that bottom better. Guarantee you don't get chopped out. And this wall is already claimed. And you probably could have got refarm, right? There's benefits to farming this wall. I would ramp your back as well. Like just build. Ramp your back. Honestly, everyone's a little different. Like we all kind of react to those situations differently. Like some of us are probably like, oh, it's no big deal. I'll just build a box. Some of us are like, oh my God, I'm about to die. I'm going to run all the way over here to this reboot van and build. Like if you built safer, we just saw it happen. It would have been chill. I think the mindset so far, like the mindset needs to be focused on a little bit more refarm when you can. Like that tree we talked about could have been hit, could have been 20 wood, 50 wood, could have been 1 HP. We don't even know. But also, like you could have gone a bit more into the POI for refarm. You didn't have to go straight kind of where you are. Like you could have gone more right with the zone as it expanded. The benefit to what happened, okay, is you got ahead of the pack, which I don't know if I need to explain that, but like got ahead of everyone on the edge. Now you're going. Great. You're picking a side of zone, which is good to see. Like instead of, you had the option to go center there and you didn't, which I like to see. Great. But you're in a good spot here. You need a kill here. You need a kill, and you just got to find the right one. Zone goes across the river here, okay? Right away, like without even seeing the actual zone, right? Just looking at this. A river is a valley. A river is there's never going to be a river on top of a hill. like okay, maybe that's wrong. I'm sure there's a scenario where there's a river on top of a hill, but I'm saying like it's historically going down and then going back up, right? That's where rivers are. And then also you mark the right side of zone, which I don't know if you guys caught that, but I don't know if that's an accident or on purpose, but so you can tell One is setting himself up to play on the right side of zone, which is very important. That is very, very important. And now, so he's got himself set up for the end game. He's reviewed the zone. He knows it goes up the hill. He knows, there's trees and rocks in the way or whatever. Now he can switch his mind to the fragger. Like, I got to get a kill. I got to get this refresh. I got to get max mats and a medallion or whatever. Right? It's things like that can set you up for really, really good success. I'm loving what I'm seeing though. This is great. A nervous little breath. Here we go. Going out the top. Definitely, I like that. Maybe a chance for a kill back here, but obviously it doesn't matter, so it's unfortunate, but you're going. And you're getting nice and elevated. Trip away your cone for safety. And also know that you're only up by like one wall, right? So, but you're still playing aside. Of course, it is dead. 20, I mean, not dead, but you guys don't get what I'm saying. It's 29 up. It's not a 40 player moving or 30, 38 or whatever. Because, that doesn't really do anything for him. It gets him a kill that doesn't mean much. And now there's a guy here that, this guy he could have held, or this guy that's grappling to the right, to, below him that he could have held. Minsley, no. All right, I just cut kind of center. Like you can see the marker and you see where you are. You are basically in a very not favorable spot. Like it's not a bad spot because you're alive and you're well, but definitely not like the #1 spot you'd want to be at. Let's hope. Okay, pull south here, so he gets a little bit of a bail, right? Because it's easier to go down a hill and through nobody because obviously no one's back here. So he ends up going. Probably should build a bit more there, like just at least a floor above you and maybe a stair here. But it works. Okay, you get through it and drop. Like definitely go down here. Just keep playing the lower layer here. You need a refresh, right? Like your mobility and the ways of you, like the game plan of you grappling and then landing and grappling and landing is kind of out the door when you have only 270 metal. Like you need to kill here. Low ground's going to be the spot to get it. I think this is a great play to pop the med kit, get back to that full health so you can get that kill. Commit to a play. Like if you want to play heal off and you don't want to go for a fight, then don't go for the fight, but pick one, right? So it looks like he's committing to the option of fighting. He knows he needs to do it. Obviously, yeah, you're seeing another benefit of him being on the right side of zone. So he is still playing a side of zone. Either way, mobility is obviously busted. Oh, Nate, you need to start putting some stairs on you. Like just right there. Like you go up here, just put a stair, like right here, right on that wood, just a stair, or right here. Sorry, just put a stair. You never know, like the waste. Like imagine the guy fries you, and this guy gets your cone. Now he's fighting you, and you're getting pinched. It's like protect yourself a bit more. Stair right there. Just block yourself, please. Or here, like you have the mats. Like I know you're getting in, but like, a stair isn't gonna change that much. Like, if anything, it's gonna help you get in the box, guaranteed. Like you took the fight. That was a good fight. Like I don't think there's like nothing I can say wrong about that. You needed the kill. You got it. So now it goes down the hill here. Okay. And you can tell obviously because it goes into the river, right? We talked about like obviously the rivers are going to be low, so low ground's going to be pretty free here. Of course it's the water, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be free. This guy's no mats. That's a free. Yeah, go right for it. You find opportunity on low ground. It's like, all right, this is all right. One, if you're taking anything from this, please start being like build awareness. Like you just look at these things and be like, okay, I'm not building enough when I'm down on low ground. Like this is sketch. This is so sketch. Like build right here. Okay, fine, cool, run. But then start connect to the stair and start building. Like I'm waiting for you to do it and then you never do it. And like it doesn't kill. It like doesn't get you damage, but it's so bad. Like it's a bad habit. Yeah, and then yeah, I mean, I think like looking at that death and then looking at like the way you've played when you're under like high pressure situations, which I'd like to call this a scenario where it's high pressure, where you're dropping on low ground, you need to refresh, like, the guy's weak, you see people getting damaged. That's high pressure, right? And then here, we'll go back a bit. Here's another scenario where it's high pressure, where you're fighting for a refresh and you don't decide to build. Here's another scenario where it's high pressure, you know, you're going up a hill, you hear a lot of audio and you don't really protect yourself, right? Like these moments where you're high pressure, try to build more. Like that's as simple as it is. There's no drink I can give you or food you can eat that's going to make you do better in high pressure. It's just going to be time. Like the more you play these, the less high pressure they get. Just know that you need to build more. Like that will help you be less stressed out in these situations because you have a little bit more time to breathe rather than like kind of rushing in here. And it just everything feels so rushed and like and then here, yeah, you definitely could have taken it slower. Like I think everyone obviously you know that like
Okay, so I just quickly want to share the notes that I took down from the VOD review. Definitely the biggest and most important flaw that I had was not protecting my back enough. There's a lot of instances where I just wasn't covering my back or just didn't build in places that I should have, when there could have been somebody on height or somewhere just looking at me waiting to spray me. This was another big one for me. Trying to refarm more often in zones where I have enough time to do so. The rest of the notes aren't as major, just kind of simple stuff like the snail technique, triple wing, the cone, picking a side of zone, stuff like that. Really appreciate you for watching to the end, and until next time, peace.